Hey Gemini, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Tipsy here to do your love reading for October 16th through the 31st. Let's jump right in and start by pulling some oracle cards to see what the overall energy is that's surrounding this reading for you. Wow, okay. So we have two that came flying out. The first one that we have is Woman of Light, and then we also have the Christ Flame. So let's grab another oracle card, see what other energies are that are surrounding you for this reading. And the second card out that we have is Embracing. And let's pull one last Moonology card. See what final energy is surrounding you. And we have Cardinal Moon, Be Bold and Make the First Move. All right, so we'll see how those fit into your overall reading, but let's get into some tarot. And we are going to start by looking at your current energy. What's happening with my Gemini collective? We have the Four of Wands. For your person's energy, wow, that just landed right on top of my hand. So we have the Art card, which is the Temperance card in traditional tarot. For what's currently hidden from you, we have the Hanged Man, advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit, we have the Lovers in reverse. And for your potential outcome, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. All right, so let's grab some more tarot cards, see if we can clarify these a little bit, starting with your current energy. We have the Five of Pentacles for your person's energy. We have the Three of Wands. For what's currently hidden, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Advice from Spirit, we have the Knight of Cups. And for your potential outcome, we have the Four of Cups. All right, so let's grab some Lenormand and get some final messages before we start interpreting. For your current energy, we have the Fish. For your person's energy, we have the Cross. For what's currently hidden, we have the Lady. For advice from Spirit, we have the Anchor. And for your potential outcome, we have the Sickle. Okay, all right. Let's get into this, Gemini. So looking at the overall energy that's surrounding this reading, we have Woman of Light, we have the Christ Flame, we have Embracing, and we also have Be Bold and Make the First Move. So what this feels like is that there are things right now that are dimming your shine. And I think that it has to do with a relationship of some sort. I don't necessarily know that this is something that's super deep and committed, but whatever it is, it seems as though it's almost draining a little bit of the life out of you. It's dimming your energy. It's sort of diminishing your flame. And so what it feels like, though, is that there is some sort of divine path that is going to, I think, almost present itself to you. And it's going to be up to you whether or not you choose to follow it. I think that whatever has been going on around you in this situation has been going on for quite some time. And I think for you to step outside of it, to step away from it, is going to be something very unexpected and very uncharacteristic of you. It's not going to be something that the other person ever expected you to do. But it almost feels as though you are getting to a point where you are embracing change for yourself. So that's what I'm sensing sort of overall, but let's dive in and get some details. So looking at your current energy, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Fish. I almost feel like in this situation, it's almost like you're alone in this. That even though you may be dating someone, that you thought you had some sort of partnership, that you thought this person was it for you, it feels very cold. It feels very, very cold. It's not that commitment that you were hoping for. It's not that stability that you were looking for. It feels very alone. It feels very lonely. And I think that up until this point, you've been just kind of going along. You've been sort of going with the flow. I don't know how much you've expressed to this person how you're feeling. It sort of seems like you've been passive in all of this. So looking at your person's energy, we have Temperance, we have the Three of Wands, and we also have the Cross. So this person is just kind of taking things day by day. They're looking out into the world and seeing what options they have, and just they're kind of living for themselves. Like they're sort of in a place where I don't think they've quite made the decision whether or not this is something that they want permanently with you. But in their world, things aren't necessarily broken, so they're fine with keeping things the way that they are. But it does very much feel like they're in a place of if they haven't started exploring other options, then they're thinking about doing so. Looking at what's currently hidden from you, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we also have the Lady. So I think one of the big challenges for you, right, is sort of shifting your perspective on this relationship and how you view it, how you view yourself in the context of this relationship, and whether or not it's even worth it to you anymore. So I think the challenge, because you've been kind of just, again, going along with whatever, going with the flow, it's a little bit different now for you to sort of shift your mindset and say, I'm done. I want different. I want different. But I do think that that's coming. Now, as for your person, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we also have the Lady. So I'm getting two different messages from this. So one, the challenge that we just mentioned was finding a different mindset, and then going, embracing that mindset in a way that does not have you looking crazy. I think that's, it almost feels as though things are sort of reaching a little bit of a boiling point. And it feels as though you don't want to explode on this person or in this situation. You want to sort of see things from a different way, make the appropriate choice without just going scorched earth. That's one that I'm getting. For others of you out there, it feels as though this person's attention has been taken away from you because they are exploring their options with someone else, which is what we said over here, that if they haven't already started exploring their options, they're thinking about it. So this seems like for some of you out there that this person is exercising their ability to see, engage with, spend time with other people. Looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Lovers in reverse, we have the Knight of Cups, and we also have the Anchor. So what I feel is that Spirit is saying that now might be a good time to think about letting this person go. Because the more that you pour into them, the more that you give to them, the more stuck you're going to feel. The more stuck in this place that you're going to be, where you're feeling very alone in this partnership, where you're just kind of going with the flow, where you're not really communicating how you feel, where you haven't taken that bold move, where you're not necessarily honoring yourself and embracing your own value. So it feels like Spirit is saying, this is a good time to think about deading this, because it doesn't feel like it's serving you at all. What we have for the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, we have the Four of Cups, and we also have the Sickle. Gemini, look at you chopping this away. This is you being bold and making this unexpected move. And it's not you doing it in like a raggedy world star hip hop type of way. This is you being very calm, being very mature, being very thoughtful, and dialing back your energy. This is you no longer going along to get along. This is no longer you accepting whatever. This is you being very particular and very decisive in what it is that you're looking for, and rejecting all offers that are not in line with honoring who you are and what it is that you deserve. So it looks like this person can go explore all of the options that they want to, because you're setting yourself up to do the same. So let me grab one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has. Final message from Spirit for my Gemini collective. Okay. All right. So what we have is the unseen. Too much is hidden from you. So again, this final message from Spirit, Gemini, it really feels as though I don't think you understand the extent of this person's desire or activity when it comes to exploring their options. They're not focusing their energy on you. I think that there's a lot you don't know about what this person is doing when they're not in your presence. I think that there's a lot that you don't realize about why you feel so alone in this interaction. But it doesn't matter. You don't need all of those details. The only thing that you need to guide you is how you feel when you're around this person, how you feel when you're not around this person. That's the only sort of North Star that you need. And I think that you will get to that point where you come into that awareness where you understand what you're worth and what it is that you want, and you'll make the decision to cut this situation away. So Gemini, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.